about him right now. Don't worry about it. Ronaldo. Greatest goal scorer of all time. Is he now the greatest goal scorer of all time?
Yeah. Well, he has the stats to prove it. Some people say that we shouldn't use that to judge the player, but
Mm-hmm.
but he has the stats to prove it, and we have to actually look at that and say, well, he has the stats to prove it, so we have to actually give him some credit in this regard that he's one of the greatest goal scorers. Fine, he gets some penalties, but
Mm-hmm.
to do what he has done, for as long as he has done, and the amount of goals that he has scored, we have to say, yes, kudos to Ronaldo is a great player. One of my favorites, and
I know. And so
built off hard work.
we should have a Messi fan online today because I mean, but I disagree just slightly though, since I'm a Ronaldo fan. I think he's the greatest goal scorer now based on numbers because according to FIFA, the official stats is there. But the thing is he the greatest scorer? Which to me is a different thing. So yes, he has
Sure,
the
the
amount of
term
goals.
greatest scorer is dependent by your criteria. What is the
So
criteria? Is
I'm a
it
youth. First
scoring
of all,
goals? Is the criteria scoring goals?
the ratio. How many goals score per game? It goes with ratio. So if I say
But then Ronaldo is still up there.
yeah, he's up there, but the person who we comparing with every day is Messi, and Messi scored more goals per game than Ronaldo, and we can argue about the merit of a goal in terms of the competitiveness of the league, but the truth is both of them, the bulk of their goals came in the same league. We can argue about who's the
Yeah, but
greatest because
Messi was basically first in that league into a
fact.
superstar team, where Ronaldo was brought into that league and assembled in a superstar team. So it's two different scenarios. Like Messi came into a team that was built around him, design, where Ronaldo came into the team and he had to earn his place or earn his stock for that team to be built around him, basically, right? But not
Mm-hmm.
discounting, the grace and the glory of Messi, right? But I think, we have to give Ronaldo the credit that he so rarely deserves for a feat like this, right? When he does something like this, I think we can't. And then we have to also look at his longevity in the league, in
Mm-hmm.
the game, right? Ronaldo is 38, right? And he's
37.
scoring hat tricks. 37 scoring hat tricks, right? At the
Mm-hmm.
highest level in football right now. He scored a hat trick at 37. It's not normal. And, we see Messi right now, at 35. Because what we all thought, and this looks like it will not be a reality, we thought that Messi was going to be the greatest scorer of all time because he had 2 years on Ronaldo. He was always 2 years younger. Even when they were comparing him, Ronaldo was always 2 years younger. So when Messi was in his peak, Ronaldo had passed the year that they thought, or that should be a player's peak, and he was still being compared to Messi. That's how much Ronaldo was, regarded as. I don't think people understand when they did it that Ronaldo was old, but now Messi might not beat Ronaldo's tally right now based off the way that he's playing. He may
Fine,
never
fine.
get to that amount.
Uh, I before getting to
But
Messi possibility of passing the total though, but so Messi score goal at a .79, Messi Ronaldo .73. No time in history I've seen two players score a goal at this level. When talking about the greatness though, like who's the greater, we can look at the importance of the goal and when they score and the occasion that they scored in, the lead that they scored. But in terms of efficiency, then you will say Messi is more efficient. So from that angle, I would say he's the greater scorer. Um, so if you play more, if I'm a greater scorer than you, the number saying if I play as much as you play, I'm gonna score more than you. Yeah. The truth is, Messi may not even play as many games Ronaldo has played thus far. So he may pass the rate or he may decline. But if he decline and continue to play, then his ratio will change. And then we can say, oh, Ronaldo, I mean, ability to maintain the ratio for a longer period, like a batsman average may decline. So for now, I mean, Messi is still the more efficient striker or efficient goal scorer, but Ronaldo to me is the greatest goal scorer because he has the greatest number of goals. Understand that? Agree?
I understand But I still don't agree. Messi has to pass it for him to be the greatest striker. If he doesn't pass it, he's not the greatest. We can all assume a lot of things, right? You can assume
No,
a kid
I'm not
day
assuming
and
anything.
rain comes. So we cannot say because Messi scores more in a period of time that he's better than Ronaldo. We can only assume that he will be better than Ronaldo, but he has to do it because, case in point, we
So
all
if
assume
if
that Messi going to the Farmers League or the French League would mean that Messi was going to score 100 goals for the season. It has been the total opposite. The
so
total
maybe
opposite.
so yeah, we could say it's declining. Sorry. So we see
No,
how he's playing. I
this is
mean,
not a decline. What is
not
happening to
decline.
Messi is not a decline. It is a sharp fall. He's not even
Oh.
hitting a rock.
But
He's
do you
just
know? Do you
falling.
know? Both of them have the same goal contribution this season thus far. Goal contribution. Both of them are 18.
One of them is playing with Neymar and Mbappe and Marquinhos and Verratti and Donnarumma and who is the other guy? Hakimi, Gini Wijnaldum, and the other is playing with
He's playing
Fred
with Bruno.
McTominay.
No.
Fred
Bruno, you're a baller.
McTominay.
Bruno, Pogba.
Harry Maguire. You can't
Cavani.
escape it. You can't escape it. Harry Maguire.
Why are you going to extreme first? No.
Harry Maguire.
No,
Harry
which is
Maguire.
baller man you apart from Ronaldo?
All right, what's
Bruno,
the extreme?
Bruno,
on
you're a
PSG?
baller.
What is the extreme on PSG?
Extreme on PSG probably the defender. Hakim Tembe, I don't rate it.
Kipembe or Maguire?
Maguire can't make I'm a championship baller, so anyway, move on. but still.
So you can beat what Ronaldo is playing against, but he still manages to have the same ratio as Messi. So one clearly has dropped their standards.
Oh. I think he's after a slow start. And you can say maybe he's declining, whatever the case may be.
So is
but currently
this
still.
is the turtle and the hare.
Eh?
This is the turtle.
Alright. So you think Messi will be able to pass Ronaldo tally if since a 2 year gap?
I don't think it's. I think it's very early to judge, because but maybe not. This is how he's playing now, but I think it's very early. Like it's just one season, and I think this season will affect him a lot, especially where he goes next. If he goes to the MLS, then maybe he'll pass it in one season because he's Messi and that's the MLS. We can't even assume that because he has been so poor in league. The only place that we can assume that he will score a lot of goals is La Liga. He might go to MLS and just not be that good at it.
No, I don't think. I mean, the way
Remember, he's South American, so these players don't last.
I know, but the way I've been playing for Argentina,
Exactly,
he has been brilliant in the World Cup qualifying so far. You could say South America football has declined. I don't Chile, Colombia, those in the same team they are, but still he's performing. So and he's
that's
scoring
fine.
goals.
He should perform, but to play with all these great players and not be performing, and not be getting a high ratio of goal. That says a lot about the coach, a lot about Messi. And if we hide behind the coach, then we're gonna give him the next season and hope he goes somewhere else, and let's see if it's the coach's problem.
Let's see. But on the farm now, it doesn't look like he's gonna pass it on the farm. On the farm. I mean, but I guess it can change. But next season, I mean, he could have Pogba there next season. Rumors that
that will not help. Pogba will not help PSG. That will not help PSG.
I don't think so.
I think they'll drop out in the group stage if they get Pogba. It will not help PSG.
So
imagine you have 3 players walking and you add 1 more.
No. Remember. But I don't think Mbappe will be there next season. I don't think we can say Mbappe look and he's really out.
So you lose Mbappe and bring in Pogba. That don't make no sense either. You lose Mbappe and bring in Pogba. That don't make no sense. to bring in Pogba for Mbappe. Don't make no sense. Pogba will walk. You just got one walker away, and you bring in another person that's going to walk.
But maybe you need a
Best
change
you
of
get
system.
Jared Boyd or
So,
somebody that will work for the team. You have Messi, you have Neymar. For all intents and purposes, you just need somebody to give them the ball up in the attack, right? You don't need somebody to come and walk with them. If you're gonna get Pogba, let's say you just go into your piggy bank, get a hammer, break it, and sign the burn.
You wishful thinking. By the way.
No,
say
it's
no
not,
talk
it's
about
not
De Bruyne.
wishful thinking. You want somebody to give them the ball.
Say you
right?
really think De
But
Bruyne
De Bruyne
will
will
go
work.
next season? Oh boy.
I'm just thinking. No, I'm not saying it will go. I'm just giving you an idea.
By the way,
Or maybe even
by the
Bruno
way.
Fernandes or somebody that
By-
will tackle. You can't get Pogba. You
By
don't
the
want
way,
Pogba. For the
take a
problems
note
that
of-
PSG have, you don't want Pogba.
All right, take a note of this before we go further. Take a note of this. Write this down. Reece James to City next season. Write that down. Reece James
What?
is going to.
You're insane.
All right.
I told you already. Anybody
Take
who
a
leaves
note.
the ship, no.
Take a note.
Anybody
of
who
it.
leaves the
Reece
ship,
James
no.
to
Reece
City
James
next
to
season.
City.
Next
Where
season.
have you seen that? That is nowhere to be found. That is absurd.
I remember this date. Remember this date.
Never. Never. That'd be such a far from grace. That'd be such a far from grace. It'd be in an eternally bad place.
Oh my word.
Stone him when he comes to Chelsea. We stone him.
Let's go
Stone
back
him
to
like
Pogba.
Steven. Stone him like Steven.
Let's take a note of it. Okay, I just wanted to bear it in mind.
If I
Kyle
see
Walker-
him that city, I'm expecting to secure and Tierney.
So,
Tierney.
where? Right, man, left back that. Come on. Tierney be Arsenal captain next season. We know this. We know this. But one thing is sure.
You think making
you
Tierney
said-
the captain? You think making Tierney the captain will keep him?
Tierney have already extended his contract. Just make it bear in mind.
Fabian Delph was the captain of Aston Villa, and he left them
Hey,
overnight.
the difference between a captain of Aston Villa and being a captain of Arsenal at a young age.
What is the difference? I think one person
Alright,
was the captain.
that
What
big
is the
difference.
difference?
That's a big difference. That's no.
But Van
Aston
Persie
Villa,
was the captain.
You can't.
I think Ashley Cole was a big player in the team, but I don't think he was the captain.
He was
What is the
captain.
difference?
Van Persie was the captain, but I say age is a factor in that point in time. So,
The
so
age
bear
of
it in
factor.
mind.
I think the more you
Bear it
grow
in
in the
mind.
club, the more you should be loyal, and he
And-
left for Manchester United in the heart.
No. Remember, bear in mind at the time of his career and the
So he wanted
direction of
title, so he
the
left.
club.
He wanted title, so he left.
Yes, and I agree. No problem.
We just
And
gave Rich James. No.
and-
We just
no,
gave
no,
Rich James a title last year. You should be more worried about losing your players right now if it's for titles.
so
Because
no.
won any titles in a good while.
I don't think. All right, when you're at the club for 2 years, I don't think title at a young age, at 20, 21, 22, title become your concern. Your concern is direction. For example, soccer now, we don't necessarily want title. We want playing time. We want to get, I want exposed. We want Champion
Who
League.
won titles? Who's the second who won titles?
I mean, I don't say I said title. All right.
Your Arsenal mentality.
I'm not saying no.
Right.
No, listen. The different mentality. The different mentality between Kane now and a soccer. Kane is desperate for title right now. When you just turn the age, you become desperate. Everybody wants titles. Don't get him. Well, everybody didn't want to win the title. But at some point, become desperate. Kane now is reaching the point of desperation. Saka and Smith Rowe, a young team, those guys are not desperate at the moment. They won't be desperate. What they want is more playing time, bigger contracts, and to play in Champions League. That's all they want right now. When they start playing and start playing consistently, then they want titles. But back to Pogba though. Where do you see Pogba next season? Juventus, where do you think best fit for him to go since he leaving Man U?
But I
Best
saw a
fit.
paper that said Pogba's trainer is saying that he's leaving Manchester United and he's going to Juventus or PSG, right? But the part that got to move the article was saying that you can't be a big player and like playing for small teams.
Mm.
What is he saying about Manchester United?
No, Manchester is a small team. We cannot say